So these next two videos are for my mom. She is in Florida, locked down with the COVID down there, taking good care of herself. I'm really glad she's doing that. And I'm in New York, and so my mom has done so much for me over the years that I wanted to make a couple videos dedicated to my mom and just thank her for all that she's helped me do throughout my recovery and my inspiration for canning. And between her and my nana, I guess I got a bunch of Eastern European food preservation genes that I really like growing my own food, canning my own food, hunting my own food, whatever it is. It really helps me with my self-reliance, and that just really makes me feel good. So this is for my mom, and I hope everybody enjoys it. Alright, good morning folks. 6:10 in the morning, October 12th, Columbus Day. Got the day off. Got the remnants of hurricane today, so it's going to be rainy and nasty outside, so I'm going to be inside canning applesauce. As always, I got an assortment of apples from two different suppliers. I got pears from the tree in the yard, and I got Bartlett pears that I bought probably about a month ago now, frozen. And so we're going to be blending our apples and pears, just a little bit of pears in our applesauce, just to give it a nice flavor. We'll be making breakfast here in a bit. Another important part is, got all my jars ready. It's been 2 weeks since I made a batch of applesauce, and every day I put a couple up on the counter and my wife washes them up for me. So my wife moved a little shelf there. Got everything ready to go here. So one thing I want to do today, I want to dedicate this applesauce to my mother. And I just happened to find, if you can see it, you're not going to be able to see it. Do you see that? It says Mom's. Mom's Mason. So this is going to be a jar for my mom. Her birthday's coming up pretty soon. And remember this YouTube channel is really about recovery from mental illness, and during the real dark days of my illness, my mom was a great help to me. So and she's been a great help to my recovery. So this is for my mom. We're going to make applesauce, and I'm all prepared, ready to go. Gonna get these apples cut up and in the pots and get them cooking down, and then we'll turn our attention to breakfast. Bring it back. Alright, 7:30. I got all the 3 pots full of apples and cooking down. I got this one uncovered. I want them to reduce as much as possible. But remember, I'm talking to my mom. I like nice thick applesauce. Guess I should leave that one uncovered now too, right? So that pot I borrowed from Desiree. So now I'm going to go ahead, and these are the pears from the pear tree out front, you know it well. So I'm going to go ahead and get a batch of them cut up, fill that pot up, put it in a carry, pressure cook it, so I can add that to my blend of applesauce. Then we got that bag of Bartlett pears, and we'll put in there too. Alright, so I'm going to keep going here. Gonna make some breakfast after a bit. Alright, I got those pears cut up. Got the carry pretty full. You're not supposed to overfill these. I got about a cup of water in the bottom to make the steam. Close this. Close the vent. Do pressure cook. 25 minutes, I like it. And press start. Alright. You know, I keep forgetting to mention one of the reasons that I'm making this video is because I live in New York, where my mom grew up. She grew up on the property where I'm at, and she's in Florida, hunkered down with the COVID virus. And she's safe, but restricted her travel. Usually she comes up for the summertime. So this year she couldn't. So I'm making a little video here to show Mom what's going on around here. Okay, I said I wanted to reduce these apples, so I like a thicker applesauce. Well, it sure seems like they're reducing pretty good, so I covered it back up for a while. And oh, there's a lot of juice in this one, so I'm going to leave that uncovered for a bit. Give it a good stir. Alright. Alright. I'm going to go empty my compost before it rains any harder. But that's how much compost I got out of all those apples and all those pears. So I'm going to do that, and then I think I'm going to work on some breakfast. Alright, we got everything in the pots, and the pots are just cooking away, so it's time to start thinking about breakfast. Just like planning on getting apples and all my pears and all my jars, I also plan on my breakfast. So I got this stuff out of the garden last night. So I got 2 nice leeks and some peppers, and this banana pepper is a little bit spicy, so I'll use some of that and make a nice breakfast. Okay, I'll bring it back when I got more to show you. Alright, so there's 2 of them leeks, about 3 of them peppers. Got them sauteed up the way I like them. Here comes the eggs. How's that? Alright. Let that cook a bit, and we'll do something more. Alright. It's been a couple minutes. Alright, since we're living high in the hog this morning, I got some nice cheddar cheese, and I got a little bit of Asiago blend stuff. I figured it'd be a little bit of saltiness to the cheese, so I put that in there. Comes the cheddar. Alright, how's that? Let that cook. Alright, you ready? Voila! Breakfast. Can't get better than that. Alright, I'm going to go enjoy it. Alright, 9 o'clock. Just Just got done with my breakfast. Very good. Got these 3 pots going. Pretty well cooked down. So now I'm going to add these Bartlett pears. Divide it up best I think is fair to each pot. These pears from the yard just got done. Pressure cooking them. Let them cool off a bit, pull them out, drain them. Start thinking about getting the squeezo out. I think I'm going to cook another batch of these pears. Got everything set up and I got plans for, I'm going to add this batch to all this applesauce, but then I got some plans for tomorrow. So I think I'm going to make tomorrow's pear sauce today. And then we're going to add something else to it. So tune in for that. Alright, so I cut up another batch of that pears from the tree. There's the first batch. I got them in the colander draining there real good. Gets much moisture out of it for making the applesauce. So for my mom, so this is my Carrie, and this is my canner, especially built for canner, but it also does pressure cooking. So I really like to cook these pears real good. So all I gotta do is close up the top, close up the vent, press start, press pressure cooker, and I do it for 25 minutes. Press start. That's it. It's going to warm up, it'll cook, shut itself off. Alright, so I don't know what I'm going to do in the meantime, but I'm going to take a break. Okay, I made 2 batches. I cooked up 2 batches of the pears from the yard. Got some in here in the squeezo. I'll try doing this one-handed, but I gotta use the plunger, I think. Hey, I gotta put this camera down and use the plunger for a while. I'll be back. Alright, this is working good. Look how thick that sauce is coming out of there. That's what I'm after. I let it drain real good after I cooked it. So. Alright, I gotta put this camera back down. It's a 2-hand job. Alright, all those pears made almost 4 quarts. So I'm gonna take 2 quarts, put them in the refrigerator. I'm using for a project tomorrow. 2 quarts I'm adding to the applesauce for today. Got the squeezo all cleaned up, ready to do the apples. Making progress. Alright, I got the pears all done. I got the squeezo all cleaned up. Got the bigger screen in there. Let's see how she's gonna do. Gotta scrape it down here once in a while just so it doesn't overflow into the tailings bucket. Gotta stop and empty that. Dump it right back into the pot I was just using to cook the apples. Beats the heck out of turning it by hand, I can tell you that. The old DeWalt drill and the squeezer, making applesauce. I scraped that out, I also just drip on the counter while I'm dumping it. Alright, I just took 4 minutes and 45 seconds. So, I got 2 more parts to do, but I'm not going to keep showing you this or make a really, really long video. But, Squeezo. Actually, it's a Squeezo 2, the DeWalt cordless drill. And we're making applesauce. How about that, Mom? Not like the old days, huh? Alright, it's 3 o'clock. We got these 2 pots full of applesauce. I got most of my mess cleaned up. I got the carry warming up. So, remember, I just used this for a pressure cooker. Now, I'm going to use it for a low pressure canner, because it's not tall enough to do proper water bath with these tall quart jars. So I do it on low pressure. Alright, so I'm getting it warmed up. I'm going to jar up 3 quarts and 1 pint. That'll fit. That's how much will fit in there with regular smallmouth quarts. If I had wide mouth quarts, I could put 4 quarts in there at one time. Alright, so that's what I got, and we're going to keep on moving forward. What do you think, Mom? Alright, I got 3 quarts and 1 pint in there. See, you have to leave room. This is for the vent stuff. You gotta leave room for that. And these quart jars are just too tall. So put 1 pint in there. Close it up. Put this on vent. Exhaust. Put this on the pressure. Set it for 20 minutes. There you go. Press start. Alright. It'll make that little circle there until it vents, and then it will make a noise. And then I turn the vent off to what do they call it? Airtight, and then it automatically does it for 20 minutes. And it's going to sit for 20 minutes before I can open it up. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, time for lunch. This is shoulder roast from Nikki's Pig, and I got some real good mayonnaise and some horseradish there. So I'm going to sit down and have this while the Carrie does the work. Alright, hope you're having a good day. Well, there's my first batch. I had 3 quarts. 1 quart broke. That's my first broken jar. What do you think about that? But there's the next batch ready to go. Had to dump that all out, clean it all out. Alright. So, start again, turn it on. Low pressure. 20 minutes. Start. Alright. There we go. Alright, there we go. Wound up with 7 quarts and 6 pints. Not bad. So, this is the jar that says, I don't think you can see it. Let's see, can you see it? There you go. I think you can see that. It says Mom's mason jar. So I'm going to get this one in the mail as soon as I can and get it to you, and you can have it for Thanksgiving. And just know I love you, and thank you for everything that you've done for me, and especially for being my inspiration for canning. When I was a kid, my mom had 1,000 jars. Of course, she was feeding 6 kids, but anyways, 1,000 jars. So I'm not quite there yet, but I'm having fun. Thank you, Mom. Love you. Hope to see you soon. Bye.